Continue now with our lead story. Is the federal government really trying to solve all the controversies in Washington? Joining us from Los Angeles, Mary Catherine Ham, and from Washington, Juan Williams, both are Fox News analysts. So, Juan, you've been pretty crazy lately. Are you going to disagree with me tonight that the federal government really doesn't want to solve these? I mean, you know, they don't really, I don't know. I don't know. Are you going to disagree with that?
Of course I'm going to disagree with that, because you're meaning, when you say federal government, you mean the Obama administration.
Yeah, I mean, they're in charge, Juan. I'm glad you know that, because that's important for you to know.
Well, no,
so
I just want to be clear.
No, Juan. Mueller, the FBI doesn't know who the lead investigator is on the IRS thing. You buy that? You buy that?
Yes, I buy that.
You buy it?
Of course I buy it. But let me just say,
why
is
are you
so
buying it?
political.
It's a big story for the FBI. Huge headline. And he doesn't know who's in charge of the investigation.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, Republicans and Democrats in this town think the world of FBI Director Mueller, and I don't know why you somehow think all of a sudden he's willing to sacrifice his credibility and his legacy for Barack Obama.
I don't care about his legacy. I'm sure he's a patriot. He walks in and he tells Congress, I don't know who the lead investigator. That would be like me, Juan, saying, you know what? I don't know who's on the factor tonight.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Somebody has to be, but don't ask me who.
The FBI is a massive... Look, FBI is a massive organization, but let me just say, I think in your interview...
This is huge, and he doesn't know who the lead investigator is. Why?
He doesn't know. I don't think that's so incredible, but let me just say, your interview with Trey Gowdy, what you just saw there was, again, more evidence of why Americans give a 10% approval rating to Congress. He doesn't have any evidence linking anybody in the White House, the administration, anybody political, anything, and then he says, again, innuendo, you know, rumor and innuendo. Oh, yeah, but look at the re-election committee. Like, somehow that's the reason Barack Obama got re-elected? How weak is that, Bill O'Reilly?
Juan, I mean, that's what you do in an investigation. You ask people
you just slander people. Slander people.
No, it's not slander. It goes to motive.
Well, what evidence does the man have? Does he have one iota?
You find evidence.
I got to get to Mary Catherine.
He's talking about you ask questions.
Hold on. I got to get to Juan. Just watch a few Law and Order episodes, okay? All right. Mary Catherine. All right, Mueller. Let's take Mueller. Juan thinks it's perfectly reasonable. The head of the FBI wouldn't know who the lead investigator is on the IRS thing. You buying that?
Look, it doesn't have to be malice that he doesn't know. It's an indication of how seriously they're taking the investigation. And when you look at that and you go, well, gee, it seems like he should know and this should be moving forward. The bottom line is it is politically advantageous for the administration not to talk about this stuff for a long period of time. They would like to slow walk it and say, hey, we've got an investigation underway. And by the way, Juan, this is how investigations work. You continue to ask questions until you get the answers to what happened.
Mary Catherine, you're right.
And in the end, Juan, and in the end, what we want is assurance that this is not going to happen again. None of the backstops,
I want more than that, Mary Catherine.
None of the people who are in charge worked to make this not happen.
Mary Catherine, I want far more than that. I want people to go to prison. All right? The people
and that's the other thing. Nobody's been punished for this.
The people who leaked out stuff against individuals like that Idaho businessman we've had on here a couple of times, whose business got hammered, he got threatened. I want those people in prison, Mary Catherine. All right? And that's where the FBI comes in. But we don't know who's in charge. We just don't know.
Well, that's why it's ludicrous to say we should stop asking questions now and just move on and listen to Obama give another awesome speech.
No, I didn't say that anybody should stop asking questions. The two of you would like to somehow mock my argument, but the fact is, what I'm saying is, if you have some evidence, bring it forward. These guys have no evidence.
If you have evidence, bring it forward. You can't get evidence unless you investigate. It's not like these people are running up giving the evidence.
Let me just say, there was an inspector general in the IRS case. We had a whole lengthy investigation of Benghazi.
Yeah, and they uncovered it.
Oh, what?
And they uncovered it, and now the criminal guys take over.
Well, I'm just saying, a minute ago you said, oh, they don't want to bring it out. These people are, in fact, engaged in investigations. And one last point before you interrupt. Let me just say that if you look at the poll numbers right now, Barack Obama's numbers in terms of trust, especially in the aftermath of the national security scandal, going down. And you know what? Young people, the people you always make fun of on this show, young people are the ones who are buying off of Obama because of the NSA scandal, Bill.
Look, I make fun of everybody, not just young people. All right, Mary Catherine, last word. I don't have a lot of optimism that we're going to find out what happened here ever. Go, Mary Catherine.
Well, and I would just add that, like, as Juan said, trust in Obama going down, but trust in government going down across the board, independents, Democrats, and Republicans. And part of the reason is because none of the backstops and none of the oversight is working. And I would add to your list, in the State Department, it was reported that they're covering up Inspector General reports.
We can't deal with
abuses.
everything at once. Your head will blow off. All right, we got to deal with the president first, then we'll deal with the former Secretary of State.